appropriate in decency.
God. Like, if people are fucking retarded. If the government really wanted to go down that path, it would be easy.
Right.
It would be so easy.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, they have geniuses. CIA geniuses. They'd be like, alright, everybody has a cell phone. All cell phones ping off towers. Towers that, like, fucking get in your goddamn cell phone. You can broadcast live with your shit. My government official right now is like, goddamn, you need to turn that fucking phone right side up. I hate seeing him upside down. Oh, I bet you it's weird as fuck when I go to the bathroom at night.
Right.
He sees me grab the Vaseline, he's like, God damn it, not again. Like, somebody wash this guy for me. Some weird guy with a fetish, like, I got you, Bob. Me and him were gonna bust at the same time this time.
Right.
He's a guy that came with another human being in years.
No, it does,
I don't know, it's fucking stupid. Why would they plant something in us?
Right. like you said, they don't really have to inject a chip into us. It's in the cell phone.
Chip.
Yeah, we carry
How
around.
you doing, buddy? See my phone blink out here. Oh my god, it's real! Like, shit. Like, I'm so done. God. It's like, it makes me want to go on that post and just do my rant on there. Just make a video like, you stupid bitch!
Right.
They don't need to. They've already chipped us.
Right. You know, they absolutely don't need to chip us because...
Come on, I can take a picture with my phone right now and it'll literally say 2nd Street.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, they already know I'm on 2nd Street.
Right. No, we are carrying around our tracking devices at all times, and the government has the power to get a warrant to require that information be shared with them. Yeah. So they can subpoena that at any time if they want to. Yeah.
If the Illuminati was like how they really say it is, they're going to skip over the rules anyways. Like, oh, is this red tape? Oh, I didn't know I could cross it.
Right.
Like, you know how they say that they're not really rules, they're more suggestions? Mm. That's kind of what it is.
Right.
Like, if they wanted to go down that path, they could easily do it. Easily.
No, it's true.
God, I should make a blog just fucking calling conspiracy theorists fucking retards. Like, you guys are fucking retarded!
Right.
Like, oh, we're done! It's done! Dude! It's a chip. You're a fucking chip.
Right.
Dude, you know how many people would be like, I can't live with the cell phone anymore then. I'm going out in the wilderness. Somebody help me build a tree fort.
Somebody help me build a tree fort. Exactly.
No. I swear to God, people will be out there in leaves, covered in deer shit, with arrows made of fucking limbs. I'm serious. Oh, this is one of my fucking tipping points. Because I had to sit there for hours, just like, dude, there's a video. Oh my God, it's got an hour and 15 minutes left.
Oh, talk about when you were watching.
Oh, Tony would watch the 3-hour-long videos. Legit, pull up on YouTube or go to Infowars.com or some bullshit. And like, you have like fucking big ass TV. And we just see fucking Alex Jones sweating. They're coming to get us. Obama's the devil. There's frog people. It's like, the fuck? They're putting stuff in the water to make the frogs get it.
Right.
Like, what the fuck? I'm so sick of conspiracy theorists.
Right.
It drives me insane.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're gonna chip ya. Like, no, you're just a retard listening to another fucking retard just going at each other for hours. Because that's all it sounds like to me. It's just fucking gargled slurred, spit-infested screams.
Right. Just a bunch of people who are out of their minds just screaming at each other. I just had the picture in my head of just a bunch of people just standing there, blank face, just screaming at each other. Oh, just like...
Yeah. And out of that screaming, one person comes out of there, and once they walk across the threshold, they're like, the government's going to get us.
Right.
There's like...
There's more garbled shouting at that point.
Those trucks and semis were not full of people. They just had some guy with a cell phone on the corner saying these things, carrying around empty bags.
Right,
like,
right.
Oh my God. Jesus fucking Christ.
Conspiracy theories definitely test your patience with humanity.
Do you think like all the governments of the world just like walked into a fucking the UN and they just sat down in the fucking giant ass room like, alright, China, you made that virus, right? Cat, spread it. You guys get ready. You be safe. We're fucking shit up.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna lose trillions of dollars throughout all of our countries put together.
Well,
for something.
Let me explain to you how the Illuminati. Oh, and you've been down this rabbit hole before from previous friends, but I'm just saying, like,
to get the population of the fucking whole planet.
So I mean,
500 million people.
Right. Well, that scenario you just painted, though, about people sitting around a room planning the end of the world, basically, that's how these people think is actually happening.
They fucking saw Legion of the Doom, or fucking Justice League, Legion of the Doom, and all they thought of is just, oh, that bald guy is fucking real!
Right.
Dude, Lex Luthor is going to kill us all!
Right.
Where the fuck is Batman?
Right. Well, the thing
is, they think Donald Trump's Batman.
Exactly.
They're like,
they think Donald
I can't wait! Oh God, I hope he just comes out with a grappling hook and just like, fucking his wig falls off. And just,
right.
Just see the one actual white spot on his body is underneath the wig. Everything else is orange, that fucking fat, rich Oompa Loompa bitch. God!
Well, the thing is, they think of Donald Trump as Batman sometimes. A billionaire who is sacrificing himself for the greater good. That's what they think of him as, like he is Bruce Wayne.
Headbutting holes in walls, like, dude!
But no, I mean,
I have brain damage. Like, why didn't it make me understand these people?
I don't know.
Like, it's like you're in a club that you just can't get in. Like, why are you guys so fucking retarded over this? I want to be stupid too. I want this to not anger me.
Right.
I want to walk around and be like, hey, I'm not wearing a mask. You guys are fucking idiots.
Right. Right.
Oh, I can't breathe.
Right. Well, why can't I breathe? The government got me.
You know? Oh, man, it's that chip they put in my ventilation system in my car. I have chips all in my lungs.
Right, right.
Oh, did you hear that beep? Oh, it's my phone. Oh!
They're after me.
There they are.
No, I mean, I used to think this way, the way that the conspiracy theorists do about everything, because I've been down this rabbit hole before. I used to believe, like I said earlier, that the FEMA camps were real, that Bush was the Antichrist. I used to believe that he was behind 9/11 when I was younger. But like I said, I grew up. I learned better.
Plus, also, like I was actually trying to say earlier, I think this was the problem with Tony.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's also smart enough to where he escaped it. With people that have high intelligence, they seem to look for an underlining. An underline of everything.
Oh, yeah.
There's a greater working behind everything. It's like when a smart guy takes apart a computer and learns it and puts it back together and it works. They're trying to take apart everything, society, and think about like what's underneath it all, what's making everything work. Oh, there must be something behind this. Oh, the government's doing that. So it must be underneath here, this. Blah, blah, blah. So they keep digging and digging and digging, and then they start fucking getting into the dark web where shit gets fucking retarded.
Right.
And then you get these conspiracy theorists, and then they look at the conspiracy theorists, and the way that these people have weaved this fucking web of bullshit is it's actually written in a smart way, and you have people that I believe don't really actually believe it.
Right.
But just want to fuck with people. I call them the ultimate trolls. Because that's what I think this all started from. I think this fucking started from some fucking sociopath. It's like, dude, I'm gonna fuck with half the population of the planet. Dude, watch this. Everything we do is controlled by some fucking secret group that just wants to kill everybody or enslave everybody. So, like, there's just a master plan to just ruin people's fucking minds.
Right.
And they engineered it to look real.
Well,
Took fucking events that were sketchy, that we don't know what happened in the background, and made a background to it. Made it all interconnect. So when they look for these evidences, and they're like, oh wow, that really makes sense with what happened in history that we know.
Right.
But that's not what really happened. Dude, JFK was a fucking alien. That's why they shot him, because he was about to tell everybody about the Greek corpse.
Well, the thing is, conspiracy theories have been with us for centuries. Yeah. So, I mean,
before our society as it is now.
I mean,
the kinds of kings and pharaohs.
Well, see, you had. Well, that's a big part of how religion also came up to be, but that's another story itself. But I'm just saying, like, conspiracy theories, it is derived from that storytelling, the need for storytelling that we have.
A need for something deeper than what we see.
Exactly. So, this is part of our evolution, is trying to find answers. So, what you said earlier, that people who are intelligent are prone to these things. People who have this healthy intellectual need for information, so they're always looking for answers. So they're always questioning, which is healthy. But when you abuse it, when you go too far, when you don't know how to police yourself, you don't know how to vet information, that healthy need for information can also pollute your mind as well. Like I did at first. Yes, exactly. Like I did at first when I was younger. I was in my early 20s, and like kind of started when I was like 17, 18 years old. Up into my early to mid 20s, I was a conspiracy theorist. Not full blown to where everything's under control, because I still believed there were some things that worked properly, but I always felt like there was like some system deep down inside. Like I kind of exactly. Like I was deep in that. Like I said earlier, I believed Bush was the Antichrist for a long time. Yes, I know. Believe me, I know all that, because that was part of what I read about Bush, was that he was part of Skull and Bones, and he led to the Illuminati. And that's what led to my thinking, my beliefs in the Illuminati and all that stuff at first. But I climbed out of that because I started to second guess it. Like, wait, that doesn't make sense in the grand scheme of things. Like, I can understand how people thought it made sense, but I started to realize it was just utter bullcrap. Right.
The president doesn't really run the country.
I will say,
he's just a mouthpiece.
Exactly. Now, I will say, it would be a lot harder to believe in conspiracy theories if there wasn't some truth to the fact that you have very wealthy people who definitely control whether things get done, and they don't control that like in secret dark rooms, like the way the Illuminati belief is.
It's controlled in front of our faces.
It's controlled, like basically it's controlled through propaganda.
Yeah. If you can't duck it, fuck it.
Through corporate controlled propaganda.
That's why I said it's in front of our face.
Exactly. Like it's controlled in other ways that undermines democracy, but the Illuminati doesn't exist, but there's some form of control that happens, not in that same way, but it's hard to explain without trying to feed the conspiracy theory beast. It's
controlling the populace without... It's... Okay, yeah.
Well, like I said...
It's kind of hard to explain.
Well, like I said, it would be harder to believe in conspiracy theories if there wasn't some truth to the notion that we as a people are not entirely in control of our own destiny, that there are actual wealthy people who do their best to destroy democracy and do their best to undermine our power collectively.
It's those rich people that are just trying to get richer.
Honestly, yes, exactly. It's all about greed.
The most simple version of it is the people that are up there with money control it because they're buying out certain politicians, and then when people like, say, Bernie want to take money out of politics, want to change things, want to make things for the better, you get those people that are on that side. They're like, hey, our money's going to get fucked with.
Well,
let's go against them in any possible way.
They coordinated an effort against them. Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. And it's not just Republicans, it's Democrats. It's all sides of the field.
That's why I ultimately left the Democratic Party, because I got fed up with it. But, the fact is, I will obviously never be a Republican because they are so overtly corrupt. But the problem is...
I said if I had to point towards a party, it would be Democrat.
Right.
But I have my own beliefs and my own ways that I feel
Right.
like they should be done, because both sides have certain arguments that are valid. But the Republican Party has seemed to just become full greed, full I want what's mine.
But once
I
again,
even want what's yours.
us seeing that corruption, though, that's why it would be so much easier to avoid falling into the conspiracy theory trap if it wasn't for the fact that there are grains of truth in conspiracy theories where people build off of, to where they make it seem like the Skull and Bones Society is real, but it's not the Skull and Bones, it's the massive corporations.
Well, the Skull and Bones Society is real. It's just,
what I'm saying, like, the conspiracy theory, like, the Illuminati isn't real, but what is real is what effectively would be like the Illuminati, but it's actually just corporate interests. Very wealthy people who are using their, it's very wealthy people using their influence to pressure elected officials and just all government officials to do their bidding, essentially. It's
oh, believe me, I'm right there with you.
You know what I'm saying? That's why it's so hard to get people out of the Illuminati thinking, the conspiracy theory thinking. But where the whack job theories come from is like planting a chip inside. I keep saying chimp. Planting a chip inside your body. Yeah, planting a chip inside your body. That's where the conspiracy theory thinking gets really ridiculous. Is where they keep like the bodies that we're going to have bodies like stacked in these gigantic caskets, like these drum things or whatever. I can't remember, like giant buckets or whatever. They were going to bury people in mass graves, like that. You have FEMA camps and all that. Those are the ridiculous conspiracy theory thinkings that they build off with the Illuminati thinking. That conspiracy theory thinking had the Freemasons back in the day, back in the 1800s. They were thinking there was major conspiracy theories. There were major conspiracies going on. People have, it's healthy to doubt things the way they are, to question things, but it's unhealthy to go so deep in that rabbit hole that you don't trust anything.
Butthole naked.
Butthole naked. If she bent over, you're seeing brown eye.
Not just naked, butthole naked.
Butthole naked.
And that's where conspiracy theories get wild, is where you stop trusting anything that's official. The worst thing about it is when you stop to trust science. When you don't trust science because you believe it's part of the Illuminati.
That's what's pissing me off about now. Like,
right.
They're like, I just don't understand it. Like, you see all these people fucking going through this shit. You fucking have thousands and thousands of people dying from this. But everybody's like making it seem like, oh, they're lying about the numbers and this and like, what?
Right.
What? So you're going to just write off all those people that died.
Mm-hmm.
All those fucking people. Like they never existed. They're just a made up fucking person. Right. So they can say, oh, this so many people died, so you have to be worried. You have to be scared.
Right.
Like, and like I've already said, what are they gaining from all this? Oh, we're trying to get your immune systems lower. Like, nigga, are you stupid? You still have dirt in your fucking house.
Right.
The only thing you are avoiding is the coronavirus.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you stay separate from people, you can play in your fucking yard, you can have the elements still fucking hit you. You're not losing your fucking immune system.
Right.
Your immune system doesn't lower because your body doesn't get sick. It's there. It's fucking there.
Right.
Like, I was sick all the time as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
All the time. I think my immune system got stronger, but my immune system's not going to drop in strength just because I'm not continuing to get sick.
And the reality is, your immune system, it may have got stronger, but your body also got weaker in the process too. I mean, in many ways, because you're still prone to get sick. I mean, you still get sick quite a bit.
I rarely get sick anymore.
What I'm saying, like, those times when you get sick, you get really sick.
Well, that's just me getting sick. I've always been like, oh, I really want to die. Like, my body always has that reaction. I'm just like, I am death.
Right.
Please put me out.
Yeah, I need to work on saying the whole inserting a chip in you instead of a chimp in you. I seriously keep picturing. I just keep picturing.
Just fucking wakes up on the fucking like operating table. They're just shoving a chimp where the kidney would go. Trying to get out, freaking. Like, what the fuck is going on? Just hit you with a mallet. He's asleep. Get the chimp in there. Oh man, this fucking chimp. Give me the mallet. I gotta knock the monkey out.
Okay, I do have to unveil. I've been recording us this whole time because I plan on making this part of the show. So,
Michael's rant.
Michael's rant on
Oh, fucking
on the
you've been
virus.
recording.
Since about
I've been losing my fucking mind for a minute now.
well, I started recording about, I'd say, 10 minutes into your rant.
So what, about 30-minute fucking.
I think it might be. I don't know. It doesn't tell me.
I've been losing my shit for a while.
It doesn't clock. It doesn't show me the clock on this recorder because it's recording through my phone. I can just put it on my computer later and then render it. So.
No, I just fucking. I don't know.
So this is basically how I'm going to be doing our shows from this point onward. I'm going to be sneaking in a recording from time to time while you're.
This motherfucker will come over.
Like when I know that you're about to go on a rant, I'm going to just start fucking recording. Whether I'm at your house or at mine, it's going to happen. Because I've been saying I should be recording it, and now I'm going to actually start doing it. When I know you're about to be there.
I fucking hate conspiracy theories. I've been like I said, I've been down that fucking rabbit hole. Mm-hmm. So it's hard for me.
Well, you weren't willingly going down the rabbit hole. You got someone dragging you along down that way.
Dragged me down that fucking rabbit hole. I loved him. One of my absolute best friends. I call him a brother of mine. Mm-hmm. But I had no interest in listening to that shit. Like I listened to it out of respect.
Right.
Out of respect and how much I loved him, I was like, I'll watch all these videos. He's a great guy, but super paranoid, like too smart for his own good.
Right.
Honestly. Like we already said.
Well, your intelligence becomes your worst enemy. Yeah.
Yes. And it just got the best of me. Well, like I said with the whole computer thing, I watched him take stuff apart. So he wants to learn the inner workings of everything.
Right.
Him wanting so badly to learn the inner workings, he wanted to learn the inner workings of the world and everything around him. And
He just fell too deep into the rabbit hole. And so many people right now, because of this virus.
God.
Well, some people right now, because of this virus, are falling into that same rabbit hole because they're convinced that this is a government conspiracy to destroy the economy.
So many people I've seen fucking throw that shit out.
People I love
I never thought would go down that rabbit hole.
Right.
Or in the fucking rabbit hole now.
Exactly.
And like, I can't wait until all this is over.
Right.
And everybody is throwing their cell phones away. Because they're afraid they're being tracked. Right. Because I just unveiled the government has our fucking information.
Right.
You can be tracked at any moment that you have your cell phone on you.
Right. So this is basically going to be episode 10 of the show. The episode 10 has been far delayed. And yeah. Because I've also been trying to start recording the kids in my interaction as well for another podcast I plan on doing. Yeah. But, yeah. So that's that.
I just can't wait for all this to be over. Mm-hmm. Obviously, my biggest reasons why I want it to be over is because I want to see my fucking son again. That shit, me not seeing my boy is fucking torture. But I also just want life to go back to normal. I get it, life might not actually go back to normal because of how things are, but at least some sense of normalcy. Oh my god, whatever.
Normalcy, you said it right.
Normalcy. I thought I said it wrong.
Well, you said it right, and then you said it wrong.
Yeah, normalcy.
Now you're starting to. I was like, now you're starting to second guess it.
Yeah.
Because you said it actually like, did I say it right?
Yes, that fucking word. Because
word again?
I'm just sick of this. Fuck yourself. I just want things to go back to normal. I want to be able to resume my life as it was, and not have to worry about wearing a fucking mask all goddamn day.
Right.
I want to touch my face.
Well, the worst thing about wearing a mask is that
fucking breathe.
Well, the worst thing about wearing a mask is not everyone's wearing them.
Oh yeah.
It's just.
I'm protecting them from me when I don't have anything.
Right.
I know. I'm clear.
Well, I mean, like I've said in recent discussions with people, it's not about whether you're sick or not. It's you have to assume you're sick at all times and act accordingly because you don't know if you're a carrier. So that's why you wear a mask.
2 weeks.
Exactly. Well, that's why you wear a mask and you social distance.
And actually, if I'm not mistaken, there's actually cases where people don't actually experience symptoms.
The people with really good immune systems,
Like they can have it, but
they can survive it with ease.
Yeah, and they won't really have any.
It's me recording, honey.
They won't have any real like problems. Like they might maybe a little bit of discomfort while breathing.
Like you and me, like I would definitely be crippled by this virus.
You'd be fucked up.
I think Madison would be hurt even more because her immune system is a little bit worse than mine is.
Actually, I think I would be fine. I think I might get sick. I think I might need to rest for.
I mean, you've had some respiratory issues over the past few years.
Bronchitis a couple times.
So I'm saying, like your lungs are already weaker than a lot of people out there. April would be in a serious condition because April had pneumonia a couple of times, so her lungs are pretty weak.
I don't think I've ever had pneumonia. I know I've had bronchitis.
You would have been hospitalized if you had pneumonia, like April was. But
I had bronchitis twice. That shit
momentarily, honey. It'll be here in a moment. Anyways, yeah, I just know that it's this whole virus. It angers me because, like I said, you see, when workers are made to be the only ones who are wearing a mask, but then they have to interact with the public, and the public doesn't have to wear masks, then you see, like, over 50% of the people who you see out there, they're increasingly not wearing masks. And they're also increasingly coming together in groups again. It's like, you're going to see a second wave from hell of the shit.
And unfortunately... What was it, Georgia that ended the lockdown?
Yeah, they ended the lockdown.
1,000 new cases
within
a day?
Yeah, it got stupid. Yes, honey. But we'll be leaving here soon, so don't play too long.
Understand?
I know, honey.
How do you not, like, I don't know. I don't even know how to fucking say
Well, it's ridiculous because, like I said, when you're a worker, the mask protects everyone else but you, the person who's wearing the mask. Yeah. So you're stopping other people from getting what you have, but they're not stopping themselves from giving you whatever they have. So the workers, the essential workers who all have to wear masks, they're not protected at all. But they're protecting their customers. And that's the big problem that there is here with that. So
I just wish everybody would stop fucking thinking about conspiracy theories so fucking much. Like, I get it. None of us want to be fucking trapped inside.
Well, the next conspiracy theory you're going to see is going to be people thinking that South Park was telling the truth about crab people. So that's what it is. You're going to see.
It went from crab people to lizard people.
Right. Well, I guess that was kind of their evolution of that in a way. But no, the lizard people theory... That's, to me, one of the dumbest and most hilarious ones out of all of them. Everyone's secretly a lizard person.
You have videos of, like, supernatural type shit?
Yeah.
You know, supernatural with, the eyes, the camera flare?
Yeah.
And the eyes are like, oh, there's that fucking shapeshifter.
Like, I almost want to create an account on YouTube.
It's like Mortal Kombat. It's like a bunch of reptiles.
Yeah. I almost want to create an account just to troll conspiracy theories and just create new conspiracy theories just to see if...
I've been so tempted to make a troll account just to fucking let loose. I would have no possible way of fucking fired or nothing. I can go all out and be like, you guys are fucking idiots.
No, I just want to create an account that says Alex Jones is right.
You just recorded me going off earlier, so that's already out there.
No, I'm just saying, what I'm saying is I want to create an account that just call it Alex Jones was right. and then just go out there, just start saying, oh my God, we had it wrong. They're not reptiles. They're all frog people, and the frogs are gay. And it's like, they're just so like, this is what the gay agenda really is. You know, they're trying to make...
LGBTQ they're all frogs!
They're all frog
people!
They're frog people. They're not crab people. They're frog people. They're not frog people.
Somebody next to him fucking has one of those burps that stay in your neck. They just start flipping out, start beating him up. It's a frog person!
Right.
He just croaked at me.
He's riveting. It's like, oh my God.
Conversations are riveting.
So it's like, these conversations are riveting. like, oh my God. That's what the old Budweiser commercials were with the frogs. It was a secret message from the frog people.
They were worried about the coronavirus.
Right. Like,
listen close so you can hear it say hand sanitizer.
Yeah, like, you go back into Chinese, like, oh my God, they had the year of the frog. This is what this is all about. Jesus Christ. So, like the attack of the lily pads. It's going to happen. Like, those aren't UFOs, those are flying lily
That's
pads!
the reason why our sperm looks like that underneath the microscope. We're all fart frog people.
Right.
We are. I was a tadpole.
I was a tadpole, exactly. See, this is the
Where's
beginning.
my tail?
This is how it happens. This is the beginning of a conspiracy theory. It all starts here at the beginning of the tadpole.
Hey, wait a minute. We are kind of screaming. So.
Like this, exactly. The idiot people all in a room just screaming at each other. Oh, no!
Did you just in a way call us idiots?
No, I said this is how it happens. Like, well, accidentally I did. I mean, I didn't mean to.
We can cut that part out.
Right.
You can edit that later, right?
Right. So, either way, I'm going to cut this short because the kids are hungry. They're wanting to eat because feeding kids is a thing. So, with that, I'll close.